Alright, so this is going to be a Costco sale item review of the Pillsbury Crescents. These are the um, already pre-prepared dough crescent rolls. So normally it's about, let's see here, $8.59. So it's $3.80 off. So that would make it about $4.80, $4.80, all right? Or I guess 79 if you want to be exact. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look. No high fructose corn syrup, no colors from artificial sources. Here you can see, all right, total, you can see the sugars, calories, everything, all right. 5 8-ounce cans, so there's 5 separate cans in here. Keep the dough refrigerated, 40 crescent rolls. You don't have to make these into crescent rolls. You can actually just toast them or bake them separately and make them into like pastry sheet kind of things. All right, you can see that. If you have questions, you can call. So it expires January 2022. I did buy these a while back. Let me double check. So this was purchased back on November 8th. So almost a month ago. So that gives it about a little over 2 months, 2.5 months or so. Yeah. Okay. Here you can see the directions. So you don't want, they tell you not to eat it raw because there are ingredients that could get you sick. Right? Heat the oven to 375 or 350 for a non-stick cookie sheet. Unroll the dough, separate into 8 triangles, roll up triangles starting at the wide end, and place on an ungreased cookie sheet. Curve each sheet into a crescent shape. Alright, bake 9 to 12 minutes or until golden brown. So I'm going to have to heat the oven. I'm going to do it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, here you can see the nutrition facts. So the nutrition is per roll. So there's 40 servings in a box, 100 calories per roll. You can see the amount of fat, saturated fat, everything. Okay, if you want to read it, you can pause. Not really much nutrients or anything. There's some iron. Okay, you can see the actual ingredients here. So it has wheat ingredients. Doesn't look like much else that most people are allergic to. Okay, and these are made by General Mills. Okay, dry from bioengineered source ingredients. Okay, do not freeze or microwave unbaked pop-in fresh dough. So you don't want to microwave this, and it tells you not to freeze it. Here you go. They give you some recipes here so you can make a taco thing. If you want to read that. Show you how to make a ranch chicken roll-up bake. Okay, I'm not going to make any of these recipes. I'm just going to bake them into crescent rolls, and you can make sloppy joe crescent rolls. Again, see, you don't have to roll them up into the actual crescent roll shape. Okay, so there you go. Let's go ahead and open this up. So it has this peel tab here, so we're going to use that and peel this off. Just like that. It opens up. Here you can see all the cans inside. We're only going to take one out. Okay, set the rest aside. Okay, here you can see they print the expiration date on here, so if you throw the box, you'll at least still know when these things are going to go bad. Okay, they have all the nutrition facts and everything on each can apparently, and the cooking instructions as well, so you don't need to keep the box with you. Okay, you can actually just toss it, and yeah, all the information seems to be on each individual roll, the ingredients and everything. I know there's a glare, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can read that. Oh, there we go. That helps. Okay, again, looks like everything else is the same. Ingredients and all of that. Alright, and then they tell you how to open this up. So it tells you to start here. So pop, press, seal. Okay, so I don't know why they show the arrows this way. So you're supposed to use a spoon to push on this in the direction of arrow fully around. Okay, so are we supposed to peel this first? Okay, so we take this first and we peel this off. Okay, just like that. Alright, they tell you to use a spoon. Technically you don't need a spoon. So here you see it says to press spoon at the seal to open. and it will pop open. So yeah, it says to use a spoon. I guess it makes it easier. I'm just gonna use my fingers. So you just push on it here like that, and you can see it pops open, and then you can twist this open. I'm gonna get a baking tray and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back and we got the baking sheet. One nice thing with the packaging is even when you peel this off, you can still read the directions here. So the oven right now is preheating. I have a convection oven, the one that blows some air around. Alright, so let's go ahead now and get these rolls. So you can actually see the imprints from last time I cooked some biscuits on there. But let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so it opens like this. Let me actually zoom out so you can see a little bit better. Opens like this. You can see this whole roll here. Usually what I do is I like to just put them in the air fryer as a sheet instead of making an actual roll. Yeah, because it cooks a lot faster. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and do this. Okay, so it comes out like this. Again, if you want, you could always just pat it together as a dough and use it that way. Wow, it's stuck together. Okay, so we need to separate this. There we go, just like that. And we're just going to open this up. So it opens up into a bunch of triangles. Okay, so here you can see. I'm going to tear it in half here so I can manage it easier. And we're going to work with just those. I'll set the other ones aside for now. Okay, putting them back in the roll, the can. Okay. This, if you can't really leave it stored like that, it's going to get all dried out. So you either want to make the rolls, or I don't know if you can store it as a ball of dough, and then you can always make these triangles later. But anyways, let's go ahead and peel this apart. So here you got these triangles like this. Okay, we're going to do one first. Basically, you just roll it up. Okay, again, you go along the long side. So you roll it this way. And you can shape it however you want. You can stretch it out. You can make it into fancy shapes or something. You don't have to make it into crescent rolls. But you don't want it to be too thick, otherwise it won't bake right. So here you can see we have a roll like that. Okay, and we're going to do this with all four. So let's peel this one. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Just roll it up. You can see this one is thicker because I didn't kind of stretch it out as much. So again, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to kind of make them line up like this. I forgot, I think they expand some, so you want to be a little bit careful. They're going to grow, and then they might end up smushing together, getting stuck together. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue rolling. Okay. And then I'm going to also air fry some just to show you. Usually I just put them in a sheet and air fry it as a big triangle. Okay, so I guess we'll just do it this way so we have more room for them to grow. Okay, roll up the last one. Okay, and this one's kind of weird here at the end. It might get burned a little there, but well, it is what it is. Alright, and actually let's put one this way so that way it's kind of more evenly spread out. Here we go. So we got all four on there. Now we're just going to wait for the oven to preheat and then we'll put them in. Alright, we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so to speed things along, we got the air fryer. I'm just going to go ahead and put those in while the oven's still preheating. Okay, again, what I like to do, I like to just take this sheet, and it actually has a perforation down the middle, so I actually just break it in half like that. Okay, and then what I like to do, oops, let me put this away, sorry. Okay, and then what I like to do, I just open it up. You can see, you can probably actually put the whole 4 sheet in there, but well, we're going to do it like this. Okay, so we got 2, and we're just going to put it in there. And I'm just going to set the air fryer to the max heat, and I'll just check on it every once in a while. If you want more exact like times and stuff, I don't know. I just usually just set it on the max 390 and I just cook it and check on it. But we're going to go ahead and put that in there. And let's see if I can adjust the camera. Okay, and it's just gonna cook like that till it hits 390. It's gonna beep at me and I'll know it's ready. All right, the oven's ready, so let's go ahead and put them in. All right, so the oven's at 350. We're gonna open it up. I'm just gonna put this tray in here. Maybe I should put it sideways if it fits. Okay, so get that in there. 350. We'll do 10 minutes. All right, we'll let it cook and we'll be back. The air fryer ones will probably be done first. Okay, so they aren't ready yet, but I kind of wanted to show you. So here you can see they're cooking. One thing to keep in mind when you're air frying them, you don't want to roll them or have them too thick because the air fryer kind of cooks the outside really fast and it doesn't give time for the heat to get into the center. So you want to keep that in mind. If you air fry them, you don't want them too thick. You want to leave it as a flat sheet, and then we're probably going to flip it a little bit halfway through. All right, so we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so they've been in there for about 4 minutes. You can take a look. You can see they're already pretty golden brown. We're going to flip them over. Okay, you can see the bottom isn't really cooked. Let's take that crumb off, and we'll let it cook some more. All right, see you guys in a bit. Alright, so it's only been about another minute, and you can already see this side's already pretty much cooked because the oven already heated up. So I'll probably let it go a few more seconds just to get a little more brown on this side, but it's pretty much done, so we'll let it go. And yep, we'll see you guys in a few seconds. Alright, so let's take them out. It looks pretty good, and let's see what they look like. It's pretty hot. I'm going to let it sit for a little bit to cool so that it won't burn my hand. Right, let's actually, ooh, okay, so you can tear it open. Here you can see the fluffy bready texture. Okay, ooh, it's hot. You can actually use this as kind of like a pocket to put some stuff in if you want to eat it with stuff, but it has a nice buttery flavor. Let me actually, haven't eaten these in a while. Pretty good. You can probably cook it at a lower temperature for longer if you want it less fluffy inside, or it's a tiny bit doughy. Here you can see. Okay. But it's good. If you stay to the end, I'm gonna do bonus. I'm gonna put Nutella inside of one. So those remaining 2 triangles I got, I'm gonna just smash them up into a kind of like a rectangle or a circle. We're going to put some Nutella in it, and then we're going to bake it and see how that turns out. Alright, so we're still waiting on the oven one. We'll see in a bit. Again, it kind of has like a biscuit flavor. It's not like a regular croissant that you would think of. It's not as flaky and buttery. But yeah, I like them. Alright, so we'll wait for the oven to finish, and we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so less than 10 seconds to go. We're going to see if we have to cook them longer or if 10 minutes is good enough. Again, it varies on the oven you're using. So let's open this up. Excuse me. Alright, you can actually see they look like nice bread rolls. We're going to open one up and see what it looks like. Alright, so see you guys in a bit. Alright, so here are the crescent rolls after baking. Let's go ahead and open the thickest one, probably this one, to see what it looks like inside. It's still pretty doughy, so I'm going to give it another, it said 12 minutes, 9 to 12 minutes. I don't think 12 minutes is going to be enough, so probably because I did the 350 degrees. So I'm going to put it in for another 2 minutes and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so here we go. It's been another 2 minutes. To be fair, I did open the oven, so it let out all the heat. It does seem still a bit doughy, but let's give it a try. Yeah, it's still a little doughy. It could be because I put this silicone thing in the tray, so I probably need to cook them a bit longer. Here you can see inside. So yeah, air frying is definitely much faster, but I'm probably going to have to bake them for another 4 minutes or so. So let's do that, and we'll be back. Alright, so now they've been in the oven for about 16 minutes, taken out twice, so I'll say it's closer to 15. You can see the inside. Alright, let's give it a try. Very flaky. Let's open the other one. I'd say it's still a bit doughy. So if you like more of a soft doughy texture in the center, then you can cook them this way. I prefer air frying. It's much faster. So we're going to set these aside, and then we're going to get working on the Nutella one. So let's see that. All right, we'll be back in a bit. All right, so I'm back. The Nutella said not to microwave, so I actually put it in a thing of warm water. These are the last two triangles here, and I'm just rolling it up. This might mess up the flakiness because the dough, I'm pretty sure they rolled butter into it, but we'll see. We're just gonna spread it out. It feels much thicker now, actually. Wow, maybe that was a bad idea. I should have probably left it as a sheet and then just rolled it up. This dough is super dense after I smushed it together like that. So you probably don't want to smash it together. You can use them as sheets, but you don't want to smush it together, otherwise it turns into a very thick dough. And this dough actually is also pretty tough to pull apart as well. I don't know, maybe we should try some experiments and make like a pizza on it or something. But anyways, the dough is pretty tough now, so I guess that works out well because I am going to be putting the Nutella on it, and then we're gonna probably air fry it at a lower temperature. We'll see how it goes because the oven, I don't know, it takes way too long. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and stretch this out thin. You can see the texture of this dough is pretty tough. Oop, I tore it. Okay, I'm just gonna stick it back together. Okay, and after you mush it together, you can see it's so much smaller. The triangles were a lot larger. Okay, so they do have a lot of air fluff in them. All right, let's go ahead and get the Nutella that's been sitting in the pot of warm water, and let's see how it goes. All right, see you guys in a bit. Okay, I don't know if it worked. I might have ended up just getting some water in there, but let's go ahead and try scraping it out. Yeah, it's still pretty thick. I didn't leave it long enough. Well, that's probably already enough. I don't need a crazy amount. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on there. All right, it looks like this is working. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna roll this up into a little swirl cake kind of thing. All right. All right, we're just gonna roll this up just like this. Okay, and let's kind of stretch it out a bit so it's not too thick. Maybe roll it up and stretch it more. Okay, and yeah, maybe I do have to bake it because it is going to have to get all the heat into the center. So I'm probably going to bake it like this for, if the other thing took that long, I'm probably going to bake this for like 20 minutes at 325. So let's go ahead and try that and we'll be back. I ended up having to run an errand. So I just set it to bake for 25 minutes instead of 20. And let's go ahead and see what it looks like inside. So I don't want to cut it on this tray, so I'm actually going to go get a ceramic plate and I'll be back. Alright, actually it's pretty small, so I got this small glass plate instead. Alright. As you can see, the tray actually isn't super hot anymore, so I'm actually got to it kind of late. It cooled down a bit. Let's go ahead and cut it open. Alright, so let's see if it even cooked inside. I'm guessing it didn't because the Nutella probably made it absorb too much heat, but we'll find out. Yeah, it looks kind of goopy inside. Anyways, let's go ahead and give it a taste. Let's see if it worked out well or not. Not bad. So yeah, you can make pastries with this. I like this stuff, and for the price, it's great. I definitely recommend it. If you see them in your Costco on sale, give them a try. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.